today we are talking about this one. So this is Sanctuary of Your Own, Create a Haven Anywhere for Relaxation and Self-Renewal by Caroline Dow. So this book goes over how to create a sanctuary in your home. So it's a bit of combining of different things, cultures, ideas, concepts that you're going to come across for what the book says. It's gonna tell you how to make like a kind of, it said like a sanctuary, but it was kind of like a meditation kind of a room, but then also all of your other rooms you could kind of use these things. Like there's things for like feng shui and color and how to decorate, and there was also little bits on like organizing and dealing with clutter and all of that kind of usual stuff. So I gave this one a 4 out of 5 star. I was inspired by it, and there was some parts of it I did enjoy, and it kind of got a few ideas going for me. But how the author handled like the cluttering and organizing and stuff, it just wasn't that helpful. And I don't know who exactly it would be helpful for. Like maybe if you're brand new to like cluttering and organizing and home decor and like all of that stuff, if it's brand new to you, like you're a fresh adult, like maybe this will be helpful. But I found that it really just was too simplified, and as I was reading through this, I've been binging a different channel that definitely had a lot better information. So this was more like a good book for like how to plan your space a little bit, like things to keep in mind. Again, there was like it's one of those like kind of witchy but kind of not, like the color therapy things and having a meditation space and all that jazz. Like you kind of get a little bit of both, right? But then also like I personally I would rather go to Clutter Bug. So there's a channel called Clutter, like clutter in your house, bug. And she goes with that because there's 4 styles of home organization and handling clutter. And you get categorized into 4 different types of bugs. You got crickets, bees, butterflies, and ladybugs. I am a butterfly. Because I like my stuff displayed. If I don't see it, it doesn't exist. It also can't be complicated, because if it's complicated, I will not do it. It's wonderful. Look it up. It's great. She has a test. You can find out what bug you are. I loved it. And I'm utilizing her system, and it's working the best out of any of these kinds of books. Because like even Penzak is like, in his like the Witch's Coin book is like, just like declutter. And you're like, okay, but like how? And Clutterbug yells at you enough that she kind of gets through, you know? You gotta find the person that's gonna get through to your brain. She's the one who got through mine. She has ADHD. I live in a house of ADHD. So, yes, please tell me how to deal with my brain. But also, like, she has said certain things of like, you know what? Like, yeah, if you live in a small space, you don't get to have as much stuff. And it's like, it's really hard to grasp and understand that on like an emotional level. On like an intellectual level, you can kind of appreciate it, but like on an emotional level, it sucks because it does feel like you're not as worthy, because people do have bigger spaces and that means they can have more stuff. And if you live in a small house like we do, or you live in an apartment like we used to, you aren't allowed stuff. You have to downsize a lot. And if you're trying to make things fit, it means it doesn't fit, and you have to get rid of stuff. And like she's said certain things for like the decluttering process that have just clicked better than anything else for me. So like when I'm comparing that journey and like how much progress I'm making with her and just watching and listening to her as I'm doing things, comparing it to this, like Clutterbug is helping me more, Cass helping me more. This, it gave me like a couple ideas, but it's more of like, once you've mastered the clutter and you have your house in maintenance mode, as I like to call it, instead of organizing it and decluttering and all of the steps and like deep cleaning, like you're past all of that, you're in maintenance mode. You just dust your house once a day and you just have a vacuum that does its thing, and you load the dishwasher every day, and like your house is clean and picked up all the time. You could have like guests over at any minute and your house would pretty much be fine. Maintenance mode. And I'm not there, but I feel like once you're there, this kind of book kicks in of like, okay, you know how to maintain your space. Cool. Now do you want to make it your sanctuary. That's when this book comes in of like, okay, so like now that you have room, now that you've decluttered, because unfortunately that is a big key component to having a good space, to have your sanctuary, you gotta deal with the clutter, dude. It sucks. It really sucks. I've done so many trips to the dump, to donation centers, and I still got so much more to go. This is my nightmare that I have to deal with at some point because it's a pile of chaos. I cover it with books and things, and it's a lot to deal with. Because I haven't moved any of that stuff in years. So I need to do that at some point. But like, I feel like once you're ready, your space is prepared, then and only then should you try and make your sanctuary. Because until then, the clutter will be louder no matter what you do. Like, I have tried to circumvent that and be like, no, I can hide my clutter in closets and then it just doesn't exist and it's fine. But energetically, it does not in fact go away, and your sanctuary will not feel complete until your house is completely, or your living space is completely taken care of. Whether you live in a 1-bedroom in like somebody's house, or you have a small apartment, or you have a house, like inevitably you need to have your stuff, your space organized, and then you can start to make your sanctuary. So it's one of those where it's like a good after step to give you ideas, but until such time, learn how to declutter from Cass at Clutter Bug. I would say this book is good for like beginners to like home decor and stuff. Again, not really for clutter and organizing, but just how to decorate your space and, you know, paint the walls and just ways to accent things, that kind of stuff. That's what this book is good for. And I gave it a 4. Like, it's a good book for what it's for, just not the clutter side of it. So anyways, I would love to know your thoughts on this one in the comments down below. And if you decide to do the Clutter Bug test, I would love to know what you are. Are you with me in the butterfly category, where everything has to be displayed and not complicated, and it cannot have very intense systems? Or like, are you a cricket, where it's hidden away and it's also really intensely organized? That's my husband. We're a fun combo. So anyways, if you do the test, please let me know. And if you want to support me on Patreon, patreon.com/nightwillowcrafts. And until next time, thank you so much for watching, and blessed be.